The Confederate monument in St. Augustine has sparked a lot of controversy, like many Confederate monuments across the country. Some want it gone, others, though, want it to stay.
St. Augustine City Commissioners have chosen to leave it, but to create signs around it to tell more of the city's history. The committee to write those signs just formed last night.
First Coast News' Jessica Clark shows us who is on that committee and the questions how they're going to handle the controversy.
It talks about the time when the city of St. Augustine was captured by the Union soldiers.
Gail Phillips runs the Lincolnville Museum in St. Augustine with her husband. The City Commission has selected her as one of the 7 people to be on the Confederate Monument Committee to come up with the wording for signs that will be by the monument in the city's plaza.
A lot of people don't understand the background of what happened in St. Augustine during that time period.
Some people want the monument to go. Others want it to stay. The city opted to keep the monument where it is and tell more of the story with signage. Phillips wanted the monument gone.
I think the best thing would be to remove it, but since the city has dug in and said they're not going to remove it, the next best thing is to try and make a difference from the inside as opposed to just standing here and saying no, no, no.
Well, that's interesting. I think that's a legitimate viewpoint.
Dr. Thomas Graham has been selected as well to be on the sign committee. He was a history professor at Flagler College for 40 years.
Studying the history of St. Augustine.
Unlike Phillips, he believes a monument should stay.
The monuments are like our old Spanish houses. They're part of St. Augustine's artifacts.
This African-American woman and this Caucasian man are 2 of the 7-member committee, which also includes academics, a school teacher, and former civil rights participant. Some of the committee members want to share different parts of the city's Civil War history, like the Union side.
The white men who fought for the Confederate Army have been memorialized, but there were about an equal number of black men from St. Augustine who fought for the Union Army. And I don't think the public is even aware of that.
Both of these committee members may be different in background, but they both want to share a more solid story of the city's Civil War history.
We have to tell the real truth.
More than what this stone monument tells. In St. Augustine, Jessica Clark, First Coast News, on your side.